So the thing about filming in the past is that you forget that you got to keep things on your laptop, especially if you're doing multiple things. So if you know me personally, you know that I have a propensity to throw everything away, put everything in the trash. And in doing that, I wasn't being cognizant of the screen recordings I had on my computer, and a few of them was to help me in the vlog that you're about to watch. So this is a vlog where I used to do it, and I'm trying to get back into it. Patreon, we're gonna get back into that. I just don't know when, and it's not even when that's the hard part, it's the book choice that I'm having a hard time with. My Patreon, I used to do this thing that I got from Katie Colson, which is you read a book together. And I was really thinking that we all can read a book together in one sitting. And even though that sounds like a fantastic idea, I think we need to do it like across different sprints, like reading it across different sprints like Stephanie Bookish does. And I just think that's a much more, I guess, productive way of doing it than trying to deprive ourselves of sleep. So that's what I want to get into doing. It's just like maybe like we just do 2 sprints and we just read those things together, and we do it over a period of a time, which I'm in the process right now of creating like more things on Canva to kind of help me organize it in my brain as well. But the unfortunate thing is I lost a lot of screen recording footage of me and the other people who did this read together challenge with on my Patreon. And the only reason why you see clips of me is because I also filmed some clips that was on my camera that remained, but the other ones didn't take. And I can't even remember how I did it because it was like in July. So the video that you're getting is probably seeing me like talk to them, or you won't see them at all. So I do apologize to them because it's looking like I'm the main character, which, you know, any other time I might be into, but not this time. But, you know, I said I'm putting my videos out. So that's kind of where we're at here. I just want you to keep that in mind as you continue watching this video, and I hope that you enjoy it. And it's been a while since I've read Tiffany D. Jackson, and this is my first book by the author of History Lessons. So let's get into it. Hi, welcome to my channel, Loc'D. We got laundry, we got stuff. But I'm getting ready to get set up for my read-along of either Tiffany Haddish book or History Lessons. I still don't know. We have 6 minutes on the clock. I need to get everything ready. I just realized that my camera is dead. That causes some issues. Okay, so this is on my phone. So I know it's not the best. What is it called? I know it's not the best as far as like recording, but okay. So like I said, I have 4 minutes, and also my computer is dying. That's rough because I only have 1 cord. So I literally have no idea. I'm just gonna hope, because usually when I film from my phone, I have issues where a lot of times the clips get corrupt. I don't know what it is about my phone, but I hate iPhones, and I'm praying this is the last iPhone I ever use, because I'm just not having a good time with navigating my time with iPhone. I was doing a little work, so let me get out of all of those tabs. I don't want to get confused by anything. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a little nervous. So I said that we were starting at 5 p.m. It is 4:57. I'm trying to find Creator Room. There we go. Creator Room. Read along July. Okay. So I'm going to send this link to the people who agreed to do this with me. So I just sent it to Alicia, and now I just sent the link to Monet. So they both have the link. Now, I already set up the OBS and everything. It's already set up. Let me go ahead and put what it says, capture. Where's the video? Okay, video capture. Oh, I still don't know what I want to fucking read. That's the hard part. I really need to get my life together. Okay. Not my light hating on me. Just cut on off like that. Anyway, I'm going to go live. And then I'm going to just keep you guys here. I don't know how long until I'm able to figure this out. And I literally have 17%. I think I'll wait till like 5%. Just try to get more light. I swear, it don't matter what I do. I'm going to get rid of one of my things and sit it up there. Okay. So we have this going. Okay, it's like select and then start streaming. Sorry, y'all. My hair, she ain't the cutest. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Okay. So, we are live. Hey, y'all. I am vlogging, making sure I'm more intentional with this vlog because I feel like I dropped the ball in the King of Ashes. So, I kind of want to make sure that I know what's going on here. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm falling asleep. I am completely knocking out. Right now, it's just me and Alicia in the sprints right now. And I'm still charging my camera because it's at 21%. So I'm 24% into Blood in the Water by Tiffany D. Haddish. It's Tiffany D. Haddish. Tiffany D. Jackson. It is a middle grade and it's following the story of this young girl. Her dad is incarcerated. And these people who looked after her dad asked her to come to their house to spend the summer. And she's there with this girl named London. And they don't seem to like each other. That's pretty much, and like some other things happening. I don't want to spoil it. But like there's some other things going on. I had to restart a little piece of it because I fell asleep. And I'm just like, where did I get this sleepiness? And I really felt like I should have took a nap before I started. But you know, here we are. Anyway, I don't have any other thoughts than what I said. I do plan on reading history lessons as well for this vlog. But we shall see. If you don't see it, don't come at me too hard, okay? Don't come at me too hard. But yeah, I'll continue listening. And then I will talk to y'all soon. I just wanted to show you guys the layout. So you see Alicia and you see me and we got the chat going and that's how it looks. All right, we are back. I got to 80% in Blood in the Water.
You're moving.
I'm getting through it. I'm really irritated with London. I know you haven't read it, but Emily has. I'm really irritated with London. She's a side character or supporting. Okay. I don't know how you say it in the book world, but the people that the main character is at, like their house, they're older. I think they ain't shit. I truly think they ain't shit. Lavishly Bookish says, in 60% into Blood in the Ashes and nothing really happened and I'm irritated with this girl thinking Obama is gonna pardon her daddy. Wow. He's on vacation. Yeah. I was like, so Emily's saying it is middle grade. So is it middle grade or is it not? Truly unlikable character. And she, yeah, insufferable. And she said some things to the main character about her dad being in prison, which I like literally if I had pearls I would clutch them. I was like, that's probably the meanest shit you could ever say to somebody. And there was one part of the story where the character, she said something mean to the main character. What's her name is Kaylani, I think. Yeah, her name is Kaylani. London said something terrible to Kaylani, and Kaylani, like, you know, made a fist. And I was like, sis, connect. To jaw.
Yeah.
Listen, connect.
Not fighting, but like getting close to that.
Yeah. What are you thinking of? Hold on, let me see. What anybody saying? Reese, Flippy Floppy, a privileged 12-year-old, and then the main character and their two friends, and London are 12. Okay, the older characters are in high school. Okay, so maybe it is.
That was the confusion. Maybe it's like a bridging book between middle grade and YA.
It could be, but that would be an Ashley question.
Because it gets tricky because my younger siblings are in that age where it's like, I feel like they're still too young for YA, but they breeze through middle grade, so I don't know. They're in that weird...
We don't know. We're just fighting for our life at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what am I trying to say?
I'm really enjoying this. Like, I'm 9 chapters in, and... Okay, this is the first time I've seen this in a while, but, like, a good female friend group. It's not a big friend group. We're talking about, with the main character, 3 to 4. But, like, it felt like a real friend group. It felt like me hanging out with my friends on my couch. Do you know what I mean? Like, it felt real. And it made me really hungry because they talked about an Indian dish that I haven't had in years, and I wanted it so bad.
What Indian dish? You guys are probably like, what's going on? So, the Indian dish, yeah, crickets. I don't even know either. But I will say, I do love a lamb vindaloo, and I do like a samosa. It could be goat or lamb. I do love garlic naan. Nobody asked me for mine, but I gave it to you. And I do love anything with dal. Like, I don't care. I'm eating it. I'm eating it. I found myself with the blood in the water, asking myself, is my frustrations due to the fact that these characters are making, like, decisions that I wouldn't make, even though I'm not the target audience, right? And then I found myself being like, or is it something else? So this is the first middle grade that the author has read, and I am interested to see what else they're writing in middle grade, because the thing about when authors change genres, there's some authors, and it's rare, and it's not like me picking on Tiffany or trying to just provide critique and be like that type of person that's trying to do it in a malicious way, but I just feel like it takes a real set of skills to be able to write in different genres, and everybody don't have it, or people learn it, right? There's some authors I've read who switched to another genre, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Is this good? It's kind of how I feel about, so Alyssa Cole, to me, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, Alyssa Cole initially started writing in romance, and I think it was a lot of queer and also some historical romance. And then she came out when No One Is Watching, which is a thriller. And even though I thought it was a solid thriller, you can tell that this was her first time writing in the genre. So I was like, okay, let me continue reading her books. And then she published another book, I think it's called One of Us Knows. And you can definitely tell that she has really have learned from the book of writing When No One Is Watching, and continues to, like, the pen is continuing to be hot with her as far as in the thriller realm. So I think that there's some authors who initially just have that gift. They can hop around genres and it can be just like gold. And then there's some authors where, you know, they got to put out their first one. They got to get their footing into it, which I don't think there's a bad or good way to either of those options. I just felt that Blood in the Water felt like it was missing something. I felt like some things wasn't fully flushed out. And I also felt like I personally, in middle grade specifically, because it's one of the genres I love to read, or one of the the age groups I love to read, is middle grade. I would choose middle grade over YA or new adult in a heartbeat. However, one of the things that I wish authors would stop doing is making it seem like these kids are never around adults. Like, I wish we had other adults, or just trusted adults or trusted parents when we are reading books, because it just always feels like, oh, no, I won't say always. I don't want to go into absolute. It just often feels like the kid don't have no damn guidance in a lot of the middle grade that we read. And I would like to see more books where the parent is present. And I'm not saying the parent has to be present throughout the whole book, but in this book, I would have wanted just like a little bit more guidance from her mother and how she is processing what is going on with her father. I just wish we had more books that had honest conversations about what's going on between, parent and child when a difficult situation arises. And maybe that's the therapist in me, but I just wanted a little bit more of that. I also think the mystery of this could have had more girth to it, and I didn't feel like it was as robust as I would have wanted to be, or other people who have written in middle grade books that I've loved, but those people also have way more years of writing in that grade and spooky stuff. So I can't put that on Tiffany, but those were just some thoughts that came to mind. It's kind of like right now I'm reading Kaylin Barron's book called Make Me a Monster. And I think that book is, hold on one second. So Make Me a Monster by Kaylin Barron is a YA horror retelling paranormal book, right? I know I've talked to just in different vlogs or maybe on a live about how Kaylin Barron, her first collective works, I felt like it didn't really pull to me as a reader. And not that I didn't want to read it. I definitely read a couple of her books. I like her writing. I really like her writing and how she tells stories. It's just the pace and the plot that sometimes get a little lost for me. And then she has a middle grade series. It's one of my favorite middle grade series called The Vanquishers. And I loved it so much. And then I also loved her book where it's like, we were not supposed to die tonight. And I knew that she just needed to get, more books underneath her belt and more experience in the genre. And I knew when I returned to her, she would be stronger. Because you can tell, like, writers and authors who are like, hey, I'm trying to be the best at this. And I might not be like, coming out the gate as Tananarive Due. But Tananarive Due also had to go through a stage before she was at where she's at right now. And for me, Kaylin Barron is in that realm of when I'm saying, like, I believe that Tiffany D. Jackson, if she continues to write in middle grade mystery or horror, it's only going to get better from now. And that's how I feel about Kaylin Barron. So now I'm reading her book right now, doing some sprints for Blackoween called Make Me a Monster. And I've only read one chapter and I'm like, wow, great, riveting. You know what I mean? So all of this critique that I'm giving, I just don't want you to think that I am not keeping in mind the age of the characters and that I'm not keeping in mind that authors grow. And there is very rare for me to be like, I'm never reading that author again. I would have to read like 5 books. I know some people are like, nah, it's just one book for me and I'm done. But I have to read like a couple books by you to realize you're not my author. Like Riley Sager is not my author. But Riley Sager is an author to so many people. So many people do not like Karen Slaughter. I don't understand it, but they don't. But she is my author. So to me, I just feel like we all got our personal preferences. And I know that got a little long-winded. I really felt like Blood at the Water was a strong start. And it read like a novella, but it was not a novella. And I've never experienced that before as well. So I just think that I'm ready for her next book. And I do have it. It's called The Scammers. I don't know the age or anything about it, but I'm ready for her next book in middle grade. And if The Scammers is that, I will be reading it, because middle grade, it has such a close place in my heart that I will seek them out. So saying all of that, I hope you enjoyed the video, my synopsis. I know I told you I lost a lot of footage in this, but I hope that you got the the gist of it. And then in history lessons, I was going to include it in this vlog, but I did a whole bunch of stuff the day that I was talking about history lessons that I think I'm just going to make that its own separate vlog, because it's like cooking and life things, and I'm like, that's like 45 minutes of raw footage, and I just thought it would have been too much to add to this, and I thought I would just come and just end it out like I am right now. So that's what that is. Anyway, I digress, and I got more chatty than I thought I was going to get. So I will see you guys in the next vlog coming soon towards you, and I will see you later. Bye.